Hello, Gothamites, and welcome to the Gotham Knight channel. I'm your host, Apple, and today I want to get you caught up on all the Batman Day news since it was Batman Day this past day. And I know this video is going to be coming out a little bit later than I had wanted to because due to work. It's kind of hectic in Gotham City, and working at Wayne Tower is definitely hectic. So I want to go ahead and get you caught up on some of the news that was out there for Batman Day and what was going on. Not a lot big news. I was hoping to hear some more from the Batman and Justice League Snyder Cut, but we did get a few photos, okay, which we are going to share. But first, let's go ahead and get into one of the coolest things that came out on Batman Day was the Lego announcement about the 1989 Batwing. So this thing is coming out from Legos, and if you're a Batman fan, you love what Lego has been doing. And this 1989 Batwing is huge. Of course, it's an exclusive. It will be coming in its Batwing 1989. You can say retro box, I guess. It's got all the accents of the logo and the writing of the Batwing, which is the box alone that you guys are looking at right here is really cool. So it's going to come with, of course, the Batwing, and it will come with the stand. It will also come with Batman, Joker, and it's also going to come with the goon that had the radio, which is really cool because usually in '89 it always comes out with Bob the Goon, right? Bob the Goon is usually everywhere, but the fact that they put the guy that's holding the actual radio from the museum scene is really cool. So this thing looks really massive. Now again, if you're doing Legos, it's suggested for 18 years and older. It is going to be 2,363 pieces. If you do order it from the Lego site, you are going to get 1,300 VIP points. And if you want to go ahead and look at the item number or the SKU for this item, that number is 76161 when you are going to the Lego store. But let's go ahead and read what this is. This is no kid's toy. If you're serious about Batman, comic book superheroes, or making cool models, this Lego DC Batman 89 Batwing is for you. And it is definitely for me. I want this thing. The Batwing construction project recreate the authentic detail and gothic elegance of Batman's iconic aircraft, the Batwing, with this Lego brick build-up and display model. That's the key. It's a display model also. Okay, I know there's a lot of Lego builders out there. And once you build these things, I mean, you really don't want to take them apart. And if you do, wow, I mean, that's great for you. I could not do it. I'll make it, and that's it. The impressive reproduction features realistic details, removable canopy, full interior, posable flaps, and a new special brick that will allow you to mount and display your model on your wall. And that's something that I'm very interested in. I love my Batman prints. I love my Batman artwork, and hanging it on the wall is something that is very cool to me because I run out of shelf space, and this is definitely a collectible that I can put on a wall, and I love that. There's also a stand, nameplate, and 3 figures. Like we talked about, Batman the Joker and Lawrence the Boombox Goon. I love that. To create an impressive setting for your model. Lego brick model making kits escape the busy world for a moment and discover the joy of creative construction with the adult Lego building sets. So let's see here. What else would it have for us to let's see here. So let's get into some more detail. They put on here, any superhero or Lego fan will love this 2,363 piece construction kit. Let's see, measuring, is that, yeah, that's 4? Is that 4 feet? Man, that's kind of big. Wow. So you have it 11 centimeters high. No, it's 4 inches by 20 by 22. Okay. So it's 420, 22. So the height is 4 inches, 20-inch long, and then you have 22 wide. So, yeah, man, that's going to be pretty big. Yeah, that's a nice piece. No batteries required. The collectible piece of Batman memorabilia offers a hand-on display experience that will catch the eye of every Batman, sci-fi, or model-making enthusiast. Okay, and is there anything else? Nope, that's basically it. So this thing will set you back $199.99, and it says that it will be coming soon as November 1st. There is a VIP early access to the exclusive, which starts on October 21st. So that's going to be starting off next month. If you go to the website and you pull up the Batwing, they used the new Batman logo. I would have loved, I mean, they used the old Batman logo from 89 all over this box, all over the artwork. But when they went to go list it on their website, they used the new Batman logo, which I don't understand. But one of the pictures here, that they have the display where it can hang on the wall, man, that is so cool. If you guys are looking at it right now, this is so cool. So definitely, a must buy for Batman collectors. I mean, if you don't like Legos, totally understand. Not a lot of people want to collect Legos, and that's okay. But the fact that they did an 89 Batwing, no, they did do a 89 Batmobile, which you can get for $249.99. That was an exclusive too. Of course, those are getting harder to find. So I'm suspecting these Batwings are going to probably be not as much produced like the 89 Batmobile, but man, this was equally as cool. So, oh man, very cool. So go ahead and get that. Other news that came out from Batman Day. So in other Batman news for like I said, for the Batman Day, not much from the Batman set. Matt Reeves did share an amazing artwork by Bill Sienkiewicz. Wonderful, amazing artist. I don't think it had anything to really do with the Batman. I think he was just sharing it because of Batman Day, but it was still an amazing piece. So if you're on Twitter or Instagram and have seen that, definitely worth a look. Now, the Batman was in our podcast, we had talked about that there was no really new news, but Matt Reeves and the crew are all back at work at Leavesden Studios, which I believe is just outside of London. Of course, production stopped with Robert Pattinson when he was tested positive for the coronavirus. When he tested positive, he was quarantined for 2 weeks. So the cast and crew were still prepping to start work, and getting that going. So when he came off of it, they were ready to go. So they're all back at it. You have Paul Dano, as we saw, as the Riddler in that trailer, and man, it looked really cool. Zoe Kravitz, of course, as Catwoman. Colin Farrell as the Penguin, which, man, looked nothing like him. Like as we talked about in that trailer. Andy Serkis as Alfred, and Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner James Gordon, which I think is gonna probably be the casting that we likely. I know people are wondering how's that gonna play and how's that gonna be. But I think Jeffrey Wright is an amazing actor, and when they cast him as Commissioner Gordon, uh, I mean, wow, that's going to be very cool. Other news that came from Batman Day was Zack Snyder shared a look at Ben Affleck of his Batman in the Justice League, and it's just a side profile. Nothing that we know is I didn't like the Justice League Batman suit, so this one shows more of the Batman versus Superman suit. So I think that's something that we get to look forward to right there. I think pretty much that was really a lot of it that was going on for Batman Day, and the big reveal, of course, was the Lego 1989 Batwing celebration. Other than that, I don't think there was a real big release or major announcement. I know that there was AT&T, well, DC announced that the DC Universe, I guess, app is now going to be called the DC Universe Infinite, which is going to be strictly about comics, which is really great. It doesn't justify the price, though. I disagree with it 100%. I know that they're talking great about this, but I'm going to give you the truth, guys. I mean, I'm a huge Batman fan, but when value is not there, I'm going to let you guys know. Like, don't go buy this. Don't go do this, because there are items where I think whatever department it is takes advantage of fans, and I don't want fans to be taken advantage of. I just don't like that. That's my opinion. I'm a Batman fan. Do I buy everything Batman? For the most part, yes, and a lot of things I don't, because I just don't agree with it. And the DC Universe Infinity app, which I thought it was really cool when you have downloads for the movies, for the cartoons. I mean, that's what it was designed for. When AT&T took over, they want to push HBO Max, which is great. It's their company. They can do whatever the heck they want. They're giving us Justice League Snyder Cut, and they're probably going to give us another Batman film, which is great. However, for those that have been subbing, like myself, since the launch of the DC Universe app, that's not cool. That is really not cool. I disagree with it. I love having where Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, Black Adam are all at a place where they belong, which is the DC Universe side. When you start moving into HBO Max, which I said it before, I just disagree with it. Their app being called HBO Max. I mean, it's you pigeonhole yourself into something that people recognize HBO as a cable station. That's where some of the movies you could see that were newer, and where you could watch Game of Thrones. Yay. But it's not a cool app. It's not cool for AT&T to do that to DC fans and ones that have already had subscribed to the channel, to the DC Universe, and now changing it to all comics, which is great. I'm all for that. The comics are already there. Now you're only adding 1,000 more comics. uh, I can go to Comixology and pay a cheaper price and not only get all the DC comics, but now I can go and read Marvel, DC, Image, Boom, whatever comic book companies out there, even mine. I could go to Comixology and read my Guardian Knight comics, and I can go read my creations there. It's something that I just don't think that HBO and AT&T on the DC Universe app were fully sold on, and they want to bring more attention to their HBO Max and that subscription service to compete with Disney Plus. I mean, it's just a plain fact of it. They're going after Disney Plus. They want the Disney Plus audience, which, I mean, they're going to get with the Justice League Snyder Cut, which is great. And having some cool stuff from DC on there is really great. But don't remove that from the app. Don't remove that from fans who were on this app, supporting this app when it first launched, because of what it was going to be. When you buy something and you're invested in something, you want it to stay with that. Don't lose your core audience. And to me, it's just like, well, the comics are over here, but the movies are over here. So if you want comics, go to the DC Universe app. If you want the DC movies after these comic books, go to HBO Max. And to me, that's not cool. And I'll tell you this right now. I'm going to subscribe to HBO Max for the Snyder Cut. And when it's over, so is my subscription. Also, I hate to say it, but I'm not going to be subbing to the DC Universe app any longer, because, like I said, I can just go to Comixology and read the comics there if I want to go digital. And most of the Batman comics I already own. I own them on regular back issues, and I own them as trade paperbacks. So it's not a real bonus for me when they say, oh, DC Universe Infinity is turning into this. Yeah. Oh, and get this. Now you're taking it off of Apple TV, Amazon, and Xbox. And I really enjoy my DC Universe app on my Xbox. I can read from my Xbox. I know a lot of other friends of mine who do that too. And now you're taking it away? I'm like, wait a minute. So you're trying to get more subs, and you're trying to sell this thing. Oh, but by the way, we are actually taking away access to it, so that way you could do it from here. It just doesn't work that way. And who's ever leading that charge for AT&T or the DC Entertainment, whoever did that, I'm sorry, but that's not the way to go. And to be honest, I mean, you should be fired. If you're making that decision to remove from platforms where you're trying to get subscriptions from, it just doesn't work like that. And it doesn't even matter, because subscriptions are going to die down the minute that you switch over in this coming year. And once you remove those movies, yeah, HBO Max, AT&T, you're not going to get that many subs. I'm sorry. You did really well with the Snyder Cut. You did really well with leading up people to hopefully wonder that we're going to get more Ben Affleck Batman on the HBO Max app. And if that happens and we get those movies there, yeah, I'm going to sub in, but I'm going to just sub in for that month. When the Snyder Cut goes through, I'm just subbing for that month. So that month, hey, all right, you're going to get my $4.99 or $5.99, whatever the case may be. But you're only getting that. And you're only getting that once. Because I already have the cartoons, the movies, I already own them. And then when you buy a movie, you get the digital download with that. So that's something to always keep remembering, guys, that when you buy these movies, get the digital download. The app is available on all platforms. It doesn't matter about your phone, your iPad, your Galaxy, your Xbox, your PlayStation, your Wii. It doesn't matter. Movies go everywhere, and there's an app that's out there for them. So I'm going to educate you on that. And I hate when companies take advantage of their customers and their fans, and I just disagree with it. I disagree with it. You lose loyalty like that. So yeah, I mean, I wish the DC Universe app all the best. I know there's people jobs that depend on it, but not this guy. I'm sorry. I'm a fan right out the bat, but the quality of the service and the product needs to be there for me to go that far. So and I've always taken pride that when the DC Universe app launched, that I was the first one, that I wanted to be there, and I wanted to be, because I love Batman. You know, I want that to succeed, and I want it to be awesome, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. The only time I didn't enjoy it was the day before Batman Day, when they announced what they were going to do. And that's my take. That might not be you. You might be, oh man, app, this is where I'm going to be able to read the comics. This is where I'm going to be able to enjoy this side. Hey, and you know what, man, all for you, man. All for you. I got the trade paperback. I'm going to read that. I got the actual book. I'm going to read that. And we're both going to do it the way that each one of us wants to do it. So, yeah, you know, yeah, please go out there, enjoy it, support whatever way you can of your fandom. They're just not going to get my money for it. So, and that's my take from it. So, I was hoping that Batman Day was going to be a lot bigger. I wore my 70s logo Batman shirt all day. Had my son dress up in his Batman shirt. So, you know, we celebrated it. It was great. I just hope that they prepare next year for Batman Day, which I disagree with too, because Batman's first appearance in comics was May, and they celebrate Batman Day in September, which I think they should fix that too. So yeah, let's move Batman Day back to May, when he actually debuted in comics. So yeah, then you get me started on that too. So so I hope I didn't turn into a negative Nancy and get on I know I got into a rant about the app, but I just want to be honest with you guys, and I want you guys to know that what kind of take you're gonna get. I'm not one of these Batman fans that are and just be like, oh yay Batman, oh yay Batman, oh it's here. Trust me, I'm gonna do that a lot. I'm gonna do that a lot for you guys. But there's just some things that I will not conform to. There will be some things that I'm not gonna suggest you to do. If you want to go ahead and do it, please, by all means, do it. That's what you love. That's what you're gonna be entitled to. And I mean, that's the way of you experiencing and embracing that Batman spirit. And I'm all for that. I mean, do it. For myself, I'm just gonna list the points that turn me off for it, and don't get me on there. So, I mean, that's just me. So, so in the end, in closing, let's all get the Batwing. 1989 Lego Batwing. Let's all get it. That is a freaking awesome piece that we all get to enjoy. So, but yeah, guys. So, Gothamites, please enjoy your morning coffee out here in Gotham, and we'll catch you guys later. So, all right, Gothamites, you have a wonderful day out in Gotham. Take care.